Hello and good evening, everyone. It's me, Darren Lister, back in the toy barn. But today I do have Kathy, and she's back over at my left. So
hey,
some of you guys that's missed her this last video, she's back. So
I'm actually back on Tuesday's video.
Yeah, Tuesday. So she only missed one day. That's
right.
Good.
So Tuesday I'm in it, and this is Wednesday's video. So happy
there
Wednesday,
you go.
folks.
But anyway, guys, our cat is doing fine. She's in there messing around, beating up her little stuffed animals that she has, and she seems like she's getting a little bit more energetic, don't it?
Yeah,
so,
she's really lovable,
yeah.
Which I love.
She was nearly skin and bones. Kathy is going to make an appointment for her here in the next few months. Probably what, about November?
I would say the next month or two.
Okay, so either somewhere in September or somewhere in October, it sounds like. She's going to try to get her in, get her fixed, make sure she's got all her shots and that she's healthy, and we don't need to do anything special or specific for her diet, but she's doing very well. And we call her Buffy the Vampire Slayer, basically, because we used to watch that show when we was a young married couple. We liked it, and we thought it was exciting at the time, wasn't it?
Well,
Josh
actually,
Whedon.
her real name is Buffy Ann.
Buffy Ann's what she's calling her. Okay. But guys, today we did pretty good on sales. It's going where we're going back to back to back now, and we like that, and we hope it continues, because we just love to make sales, period. We are selling on eBay, the main store. We're selling on Poshmark, and we're also selling on Mercari. The only one that didn't shoot off so far today is what we call the baby store, Madcap Toys Plus. But there's hopes, and it's still not got near the volume of products on it that Madcap Toys has. So there's hope that it will grow there, and we believe it will, because we're putting some pretty good items on there. Kathy's also taking and doing some special things with it, as in putting in newer products, some of the products that we don't list on our main site as much, she's putting in there. And I think you're doing a lot more quantity, aren't you, with the store, with as in clothing?
Somewhat. The biggest thing that I talked about in the last video is that I'm at the brink of the 250. If I continue and list something, it's going to cost me 35 cents a list.
Well, it looks like we will be changing, because before we start doing this 35 cents a listing thing, which is just a total ripoff, honest with you, with all the sites that you can list for free nowadays, Kathy will be going up to the next level, because I'd rather pay $39 or whatever it is now. I don't know what the...
I think it's $24.95.
$24.95, $98, whatever. I'd rather pay that than 35 cents, because it won't take long. You do 10, there's $3.50. You do 100, that's 35 bucks. So you just do the math and think, how much volume is Kathy going to possibly be able to put on, or I, or whoever we have working on the site at the time. If you work real hard, you can do a lot. 100 will be ate up in a day. But today we've got a total of how many sales? 11 sales, and we've had them all shoot off except for the Madcap Toys Plus, which we still have confidence and faith it will. But I'm not going to hold you for too long, because we might talk about a few little topics here and there. But right now, the main thing that we've got going on that you're going to want to check out, you guys that are music lovers and CD lovers, we've got a ton of CDs going on, and I also have a bunch of DVDs that's going to be going on. And these DVDs, some of them, guys, are almost, and I'm not going to say new and pristine as in you think they're sealed, because they're not, but they look like they've been watched once, and that goes for some of the CDs as well, used once and then just stuck on the shelf and stored forever. It's about like the books I got from one of our neighbors and stuff, and records. Some of them are so near perfect, it's almost unbelievable, and some of them's decades old. So keep an eye out for those you guys that love music and love CDs and LPs and just anything, even some books. Keep an eye out, because we got some cool stuff coming on. You ready, Angel?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Hey, folks. Kathy here with Madcap Toys. Happy Wednesday in the middle of the week. So Darren had his days kind of mixed up there, but this is Wednesday for you and not so much for us yet. It's a Monday night here. But we've actually did a couple of videos since his solo video on Monday.
Yeah, I've begun. They meld.
He said they meld in between. But I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you've made a lot of sales so far this week. We've actually been very consistent, so we're very, very happy for that, and it continues to keep growing. We have 2 that are pending right now that we're trying to get to find. A little more difficult to find than the normals, but we're going to go with it. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, you got to hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, keep them coming. We know that you're giving input. And yeah, Daren had a pretty fantastic Spider-Man t-shirt on Monday. Had some comments with that. Thank you, CM Retro Gaming, for that.
Hopefully,
but yeah,
we'll get some more if we get that one producer with
I
us.
would like to get one of those, what you call it, is it called Cricut or Cricut? I don't know how to say it.
I don't remember.
Machines to where you can make your own designs and do iron-on transfers. So you can always get a bulk of t-shirts.
It's
of course,
like a press, right?
at your local
Yeah.
out at your local craft store, and have some printed. So that is in the works. But right now it's just figuring out. Also, too, there's also some transfer iron-on sites that you can actually make a design on a computer, send it off to them. They put it on a roll, and then you can just, you know, cut them out and then iron them on yourself. So that's another idea. But yeah, I'm trying to be working on some designs in between all the irons that I have in the fire. But that is on part of the
Is it
list
like
there.
a press? That's the question I have.
What is a press?
Basically, you put it out and like you
Well,
used
the
to, just
Cricut
pull
machine.
it down and press
Well,
it on.
some, but there's other parts to it. You could also design with it as well. There's just lots of different things. But you could also do the other way, where you could buy the press, just the press,
Yeah.
and be able to print it. You could also use your old-fashioned iron as well. And then, you know, buying those, or not buying, but also creating those transfers, and then having a company put them on a roll, and then you can basically get the roll in, cut it around your own designs, and then iron them on yourself.
Well, I know I'm going to have to get me at least 2 Madcap t-shirts this Christmas holiday season.
Oh, definitely.
And
Well,
we got to get you a couple as well, and at least go from that.
definitely. So before we begin talking about the 11 orders that we have here on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, I wanted to kind of talk for a few minutes on something that eBay had sent all of us, of course, resellers, on August 15th, how they are simplifying order cancellations.
Yeah, I saw that and read it.
So I want to just kind of go over that. Maybe Daren can kind of cue in for a minute. So I won't get into all of the jargon part of it, but basically what they're saying is buyers now have the option to request an order cancellation using the cancel order button before the item is marked as shipped. Our goal is to create a more user-friendly and consistent experience to build between buyers and sellers. In prior tests, these changes resulted in a minimal increase in cancellation requests. And so basically they had like a FAQ, how it works. How can I see and respond to cancellation requests when a buyer requests a cancellation? You'll receive a notice in your eBay messages. You'll also be able to see orders with cancel requests in your seller hub. You will, as a seller, have 3 days to accept or decline the request. On paid orders, eBay will automatically decline the request after 3 days, but we encourage sellers to respond quickly. And so you as a seller, of course, have the choice to accept or decline the cancellation when feasible. Of course, they want you to accept it, of course, especially if it's sent within minutes or a few hours of when the order is placed. Doing so has shown to discourage return requests or item not received cases, and encourages the buyer to return to eBay for their next purchase. So seemingly now they got it to where it's on the buyer to be able to
Well,
hit the
here's my
cancel order.
biggest problem with that. Like, you know, with us, because we have a lot of next day, we usually try to process within 30 minutes.
Right.
And to me, if it's after 30 minutes, most of the time, I hate to say it, most of the people are not going to get a cancellation accepted, because, you know, eBay rates us as sellers on all this speed. Get it out there. If it ends at 12 o'clock tonight, I got to have it out by 12 tomorrow.
Right.
So we're sort of, eBay's going to have to either lighten up on some of that so we can give these people a little bit more time,
Right.
or they're going to have to say, hey, you've got a routine, we expect you to get it out, we still want paid. If they're going to be demanding like that, then, you know, I'm going to have to get it out like I've been getting it out. And we did that because eBay pushes this next day shipping a lot of
Right.
times.
Well, there's a lot of times, and this isn't always, but if we're in the non-busy moment, sometimes if we get a sale, I'll go right to that. If it has the SKU location, go right to that and pick it up and then have it set out for printing, video, etc. So, and then when you get a cancellation, you're like, well, I already took that moment to find it. So it's kind of hard.
That's why we do the 30 minutes.
The order's processed.
Yeah, I mean, now on Mercari, sometimes we lag a little bit more to like 2 days sometimes on that, but usually it's the next day.
Right.
But a lot of times, the biggest problem I have is you want to give them 3 days.
Right.
That's a little bit unrealistic in a business setting when you're telling me I got to have something out the very next day.
Right, exactly.
So to me, people say buyer's item not received. Well, all you got to do, eBay, is get your head out your ass and look at the tracking.
Right.
I mean, that's basically the way I look at it. eBay doesn't give you a whole lot of options with this stuff. They say, meet the customer's needs, but yet at the same time they're saying we expect you to keep these metrics. But how can you keep metrics if you expect us to give people 3 days?
Right, exactly. So it wouldn't work as much if someone had chosen the 1 day shipping and handling.
Yeah, I mean,
in regards to that.
That is the biggest problem I have, and like I said, don't mean to keep going on, but eBay's going to have to give us a balanced thing. I mean, if you want us to do the next day, because you got to do next day to get top tier, right?
Top rated, yes.
Yeah, but if you're not in the top tier as it was, we can't do next day and give X amount of time because they want it out tomorrow.
Right. Well, and guys, if you have opinions on this, on how that works, definitely put that in the comments below. They also asked, when will the new cancellation process update take effect? Of course, it'll take effect August the 28th. So there's still, at least during this video, another week or so before you're even going to see that. Sellers may still observe some requests coming through direct messages as buyers adapt to the changes. So it doesn't mean buyers will always know what to do.
Another thing is eBay needs to get it where buyers take and want it canceled. They don't come to us and message us. They go straight through eBay, because we have people that will come to you and want you to cancel it, but they need to be rated by eBay and seeing that they've requested it, because a lot of times eBay has a tendency to blame the seller for canceling something. And some people say, I never requested that, but you've got the message, so you can show it,
Right. So. And then what happens when I accept a cancellation request as a seller? After you accept a cancellation request, that means eBay, will automatically issue a full refund to the buyer and fee credits to you as per our fee credits policy. If the listing was of a single quantity or buy it now item, we'll automatically relist the item for you unless you select no next to relist item when canceling the order.
Okay, there's a question I have right there. Will eBay relist it and not take against our count of listings that we have available for the rest of the month as it is?
No.
Or will they suck it out of our numbers?
It'll come out of your numbers.
Okay, so they're not really doing squat as usual.
No. What if a buyer, now here's one on protection. What if a buyer leaves negative feedback for refusing their cancellation request? To say if you went and found it, you declined it, you shipped it out, it was delivered. What if they just leave you negative feedback? It says eBay will protect you by removing negative or neutral feedback on these orders. So that's good.
Well, that's good, because like I said, a lot of things, like and this is my fear, and I don't want people to think we're harping on it, but this is the fear when we do the 1 day shipping, as you know. I mean, some things we got 2 to 5, but the 1 day shipping is the ones that make me afraid more than anything else. Past that, if I got longer than that and we haven't found it, got it printed and shipped, but it's like tonight. We had to get everything up, get it going. We got 2 items that we got a little bit of time that we're still looking for, but we're getting them out to have good customer service ratings with these people, and to keep in contact with eBay and get their approval and their numbers that they want us all to have. But I just do not want eBay to say, well, you're not playing our game, so, but then at the other end, how can you play that game and yet keep up with the numbers that they're wanting? Right,
exactly. And what protections are in place if I've already shipped the item? Once you ship the item, be sure to promptly update the tracking information and order status to the, quote unquote, shipped on eBay. When an order is marked as shipped, buyers will no longer be able to access the cancel order request flow. So once you ship that item, and if that tracking up is updated and it is mark as shipped, click mark as shipped, they can't play the cancel order game.
And see, that would have helped us not this month, but the month before. We had 2 guys that literally after the item was shipped, they kept asking, when are you shipping the item? When are you shipping the item? As soon as we shipped it and put in tracking, they put that they had not received the item.
Right.
Or a cancellation request.
Which
and
I have a ding on
was
still.
showing that, and we had to dance through that for
We're still
times.
dancing.
Yeah.
They didn't remove it. They just said don't worry about it. And so we have a ding for 11 more months because of that. So
thank you, as always.
So on the second part, if a buyer has requested cancellation before you were able to update the shipment status and you have already shipped the item, you can decline the cancellation request, of course, which would only be fair, I would assume, right? And then it goes on and on about auctions and stuff. We don't really do auctions anymore, so it's...
Yeah, we don't really care about that.
Listen, that. Here's one good one, though. We don't do this. We're not yet a seller that does customization and personalization of things.
No.
But what if you were? What if you had the machinery and you did your own rugs and mugs and teas and all that good stuff? What if you as a seller was a customizer, so to speak, on eBay? What if the order was already in process, you were already making it, when a cancellation request was made by a buyer? What happens next when you're in the middle of the flow, right? It says if a cancellation is requested, communicate with the buyer via direct message to explain why the request will be declined. Then proceed to decline it. Keeping your communication, it helps us provide support. So they're basically saying if you're already in the process of doing the job for it, decline the thing. So
now, Kathy, you had an update you needed to make for the last video we had, the announcement that you had made about the changes that eBay was doing. And it's
you're gonna have to
something
tell me
that
about
eBay
that.
had updated right after you made the statement. It's almost like they put an addendum.
I'm really not sure, Daren, honestly. I don't know. I know we had talked about on the Tuesday video as far as the UPS ground saver.
Yes, it was about the UPS ground, and you had said it's about the APO numbers.
Yes, you're right. So, and I'm put it on Tuesday. It's going to air tomorrow, which they've already seen it. And I've already put it in the video description, but I'm going to repeat. So when I got the original information, I did read a lot of what eBay said, but I also got onto Reddit and some people that had some facts, or I wouldn't say facts, but statements back and forth. So wherever I got this particular one from, they weren't correct on it, so I'm correcting myself from the Tuesday video on this part. On UPS Ground Saver, you can ship to P.O. boxes, military addresses, and so forth, but you can't ship from those addresses.
Okay.
That was the change. So it was a matter of wording. You can ship to those addresses from your location.
And you'll be insured?
$100, yes.
Okay.
But you cannot ship from those addresses. I hope that clears everything up.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to get out, because I wanted to make sure we had people understanding that we...
So once I kind of got the clarification, I made in the video description from yesterday, I put it in there. I'll probably even set a couple comments out, but I've got that cleared up. But yes, that was a little bit of difference there that wasn't quite clear when we recorded the video. So let's get started, shall we? Want smiling faces, right? Because we are selling up a storm. And got a lot of great things that happened today. So let's start with Poshmark, shall we? Clothing sales, of course. Actually, I looked up on Poshmark, Daren. I've sold already 6 pairs of these pants just...
How many you got left?
On Poshmark, 15 more pair.
Okay, so they are moving quite well.
So we sold 6 pairs alone on Poshmark. We sold like 1 today on eBay.
Right.
So they are selling, but Poshmark seems to be picking it up.
Can I ask you just to interject? What sizes do you have left in that greens?
Only large.
Only large.
I only received large.
Okay, all right.
So they gave me a big case pack with hangers full of large. So, Goodfellow and Company men's olive green tapered tech jogger pants size large. Going out to David. Hey there, David. Thank you so much. for $16 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Right. So yes, very, very nice going out to you in the AM. Very, very good. And I'm making some deals, of course. Like I said, guys, I've had these for quite a while, and I have a lot left. So I want to make sure I can kind of get down the pile so we can move forward. So,
well, I think next month, babe, you're going to have to start hitting it hard on the Halloween.
Yeah, a little bit more. Of course, I'm selling Halloween, as you guys can see. So yeah, I will do my best. Like right now, like tomorrow, I have to go to bed early tonight. So by the time I get done packing and stacking, it'll be AM time. So in the morning. And then next up, we sold a bundle on Mercari. So I thought that was great. It was more clothing, which I'm always excited about. Found in the Elves, the Elves tote and the Candy Cane tote. So very, very excited. So it was a few shirts. This is going to be going out to Crispix18. And before it comes up, of course, I've got the white screen here. But it has a 3-thing bundle. So first of all, this is the, let me set this down real quick.
You want me to hold it? Hold them.
It's sold for, so all these sold for $20 plus ship together. Okay. But let me do this real quick. So the first one here is a Super Mario Yoshi. Of course, I met with tag, size medium. Always making sure that not only does you match it with, of course, what it says on the neck, but also the tag as well. Right. So it was that. So size medium, really, really cute. I think it's supposed to be, according to what I saw when I did the UPC barcode, it is a St. Patrick's Day shirt. So guys, I know it sounds crazy in August, but you know, put out your St. Patrick's stuff. List.
Like you said, it's always crazy. Check the interior of the shirt for the real size, because sometimes we have found the tags to be off and untrue.
Right. Yes. And then also the Shales purchase. The it's a St. Patrick's Day size large, little shamrock there. I think he's putting up a hoop. Playing a basketball. And I have several more of these in different sizes. I don't know what. I don't know how many.
You know
I don't. So, so size large, made sure. And then also there's one more T-shirt, and I don't know why they call it this, but they call it the graffiti basketball. Maybe because it's in all different kinds of colors.
It's like spray painted.
Yeah, kind of like a spray paint kind of splash. And it is size large. So they purchased this all, like I said, for $20 plus ship. So very, very, very nice. From our Target palette that we bought a while back. So going out in the AM. And so far that is all on Mercari. Like I said, I have a pending order I'm still trying to work on. So hopefully we'll be able to debut that hopefully on our next video on Friday. Alright, and so now we've got eBay, the Godfather eBay, and it had several items. And what's really great, guys, is yesterday I had totally cleaned out eBay in the sense of all of the orders were gone, save for one that we're still looking for. So it was exciting. Oh, and we got another sale, but we'll talk about that one later on as well.
I didn't bring my phone in here again.
Good thing you didn't. So we're going to start with this. I was excited to see this one because, again, Halloween, you know, not only were we selling St. Patrick's Day right now, but we're selling Halloween too, which is fantastic. So this is from Mondo Llama. He even heard from me a week or so ago. I was like, I hope we start selling some of this Mondo Llama stuff.
Yeah, I've got a big pack of them.
We got all kinds of them all over the place. So this was really exciting. And if you're interested, if you have little kids at home, I have 2 more of these sets left. Yeah. So this is actually a paint. So see the paint? Remember me and Daren back in the 70s, 80s, we would get these little paint sets with a brush and all the little paints here. So these are wooden ghosts. So it's the Mondo Llama Paint Your Own Wood Ghost Kit, 3 pieces. Going out to Julie. Hey there, Julie. Thank you so much. And she used the 15% off August coupon. And it's sold for $6.98.
Awesome.
Very, very nice. So much fun, you know, if you have a kid, you know, playing for that maybe during the holiday or during Halloween, after they get done trick-or-treating, or maybe before that, maybe they're having a party.
Gives them time to basically, you know, put that energy to good use.
Yep.
Be creative.
Then I actually accepted an offer on this yesterday because Daren literally is in the profit zone with these. Again, as you guys know, if you binge watch, we got these from a buy from Greg. Hey Greg, how you doing? So another blueprint. This is the 1983 vintage Hasbro G.I. Joe Blueprints Combat Jet Sky Striker. And Thomas thought it was a really good thing. Going out to Thomas. Hey there, Thomas. For $19.
I've got probably about 10 of those left to put on. I've been putting on some today, but they're going out almost as quick as I'm getting them out.
Nice stuff. So not only, like I said, he's in profit zone, he still is listing them on top of the ones that we already have in the desk.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Beautiful. Going out to you in the AM. You know what, seemingly your G.I. Joe cards have kind of slowed down, haven't they? The file cards.
Through, you go through where you sell masses, and then all of a sudden it goes quiet, and then all of a sudden you'll have
it pumps
1,
back
2,
up.
3,
So if you're interested, if you're buying the blueprints, we also have file cards still left too, and vintage. So check those out as well.
Most of them's in good condition, but I got a few in excellent. But I'd say I also got a couple in mid-tier condition. You know, I don't think I've got anything in poor.
All right. And a brand we don't sell very often. We have some of it.
Yeah.
I went on a spree, I think about a year or two ago, when Fortnite came out. But this one actually sold, and it was on the Lego shelf, number 4, back by Daren over there. This is the Fortnite Turbo Builder Set with Dyer and Fable, of course by Jazzworks, found in Lego shelf. Going out to Lorena. Hey there, Lorena. Thank you so much. And we do have one of these more left. Did you know that?
Yeah.
One more available. For $39.99.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Brand new, right?
Yep.
One of those retail arbitrage.
Well, it's a dual set too. You get 2 action figures in it.
Yeah, with some accessories. Very nice.
That's actually an excellent Christmas gift. If
it really
people
is.
have action figure lovers.
There's some Fortnite lovers out there for sure.
Oh, Justin loves it. Adam goes in love and out of love with things so quick. He likes it some times of the year, and other times he's playing everything else online.
Right, exactly.
Only one that's really not a big Fortnite fan, but he's not really our gamer. He's more our guitar boy.
Right.
Is Jordan.
Right, exactly.
He likes playing
So
music.
I sold. Oh, here it is. I had it hidden there, guys. That's why I was frantically looking. All right, and I sold this. He actually had it in a basket over there by him.
Right over here, yeah.
But sometimes when you get clearance on things, you also get different kinds of things from even the jewelry section of Target, right?
And that's actually a pretty nice set.
It's a really nice set. It's from 2023. Yeah. It looks like there's a couple of necklaces there. It's a 2023 new mitten package Big Dipper and Little Dipper 14 karat gold necklace set. Very nice. Yeah. So Big Dipper, Little Dipper, you could either maybe even wear it together or share it with a friend. Who knows, right? Or a sister. Going out to Marie. Thank you so much, Marie. This is going to be really, really nice. For $15. Not too bad.
That's
not
good.
too bad.
Thank
Going
you.
out to you in the AM. Very lovely when you can get those finds for sure. And we're not done. Nope, we're not. Next up, again, another pair. Same pair. Same size. Size large. Goodfellow and Company men's olive green tapered tech jogger pants size large. Took advantage of the 15% August coupon. Going out to Abraham. Hey, Abraham, thanks so much. And like Daren asked, we have 15 more of these.
You think any of those would fit
large.
me?
No, not.
I'm too tiny now?
Not yet. No, not too tiny. It wouldn't fit yet. Just keep working on it, okay?
Yeah,
keep working on it.
Yeah.
But Abraham he is tiny enough. 15 more pairs available for $19.98.
Stay strong and tiny, Abraham.
That's right. No, don't go out to the grocery store and buy chips and cookies and cream pie at the coffee place.
Which I'm going to eat tonight, by the way.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah. I went to, where did I get that cookie? I got that at my coffee shop, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I had to have that today. It just looked good.
All right, and then also pallet items. Clothes are
They've been selling.
Big time today. I'm not going to pull it out because you guys just seen it just a minute ago, but it's in a different size to a different person. Funny how that happened.
Yeah.
2 different sites, 2 different sizes, 2 different people.
Yep.
It's amazing.
But it happens consecutively.
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
happens
times.
consecutively.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really
and
funny.
it don't always happen necessarily the same day, but you'll sell one, then the very next morning, let's say 12 hours, there's another one on another site, so you find it. You know?
Really crazy, guys. All right,
Yeah.
this is again Cat and Jack Black, short sleeve graffiti basketball graphic t-shirt size extra large. Of course, Andrew took advantage of the 15% off Madcap August 24 coupon, and it sold for $6.99.
Right.
Beautiful price.
Good deal.
You know, for something
What
that
was it
is
originally going for?
$6,
6?
just $6.
Okay.
So $6.99 going out in the AMs. It sold for the price it was listed for. Very, very good. All right. And onward to the next, something that Daren got from a yard sale. And I've had a couple people ask some questions on this one. So we're just going to go with it. So it was into the pile. This is the Honkin' on Bobo CD collector CD. Found in the shed. Of course, it was one of those big buys that Daren bought a bunch of CDs. Going out to Pablo. Hey there, Pablo. Thanks so much. For $3.98.
Right.
Very, very nice. Has all the songs in the front. Gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Going out to you in the AM.
And like I said, I've got a ton that we're going through. But we have also found some that we've had to sort of ditch because we don't believe they're genuine. So.
Right, exactly. I don't want to sell any what we call bootlegging CDs.
Yeah.
And lastly, but not the end because the next video we're going to have more because we already got pending orders, is the 1983 Hasbro G.I. Joe Dragonfly helicopter landing skid part. It was found in the odds and ends. We call it part tote, one of the part totes. Going out to Raphael. Thank you so much. For $11.03 plus
Shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. So yeah, it was a fabulous sales deal. Like I said, I pretty much drained everything out down to one item.
We just made another one.
And we just made another one. So I'm impressed and gonna have a lot of fun. You know, the clothing is gonna be pretty exciting. Being able to just pop those in a box and getting them shipped out in the morning.
I'd like to get back to those 40 and 50 item days.
I agree with you.
I mean, and now I'm counting all sites, and when we do really good, we did like 60 to 70 at different times.
Right.
But, you know, you've got 4 sites now. We surely could do 80.
We can do it.
That's 20
we
per.
We can do it. We can
come
do
on,
it.
people.
We can do it.
Bye.
So quickly, I wasn't much of a help last night because Daren and I got in a conversation about 11 o'clock last night. I got on a CD. We had an hour-long conversation. All good, by the way. And it was midnight. I was like, I gotta shut down. I can't help.
Yeah, you put on 10% of what I do.
Only 10%. A little over, but not by much. Not to talk about. But Daren today did $151.64. So that's impressive. I haven't because I had to work the day job. And then I went to pack this tonight. So.
Also, we got back way later because we had a lot of business runs to do. We had two banks to go to. We had to go to
today?
Yeah, we had to do Dollar General. We had to do postage, and then we finally, because of the time, we picked up something. Where did we pick it up? Subway.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good.
Subway,
too.
And so by the time we got back and did all that and had to do all the internal business writing down of the bookwork and all that, it was 2 o'clock before I started working.
Yeah, it was crazy. By the time I got home to get done, I was lucky to make about 25, 30 phone calls for a call to the day. But it was pretty good, but we've been consistent. We're at $2,309.63 out of $9,000 listing goal. Again, I know right at this moment we've got close to 2 weeks left, a little under. I don't see it happening. I hate to be the negative Nancy, but unless...
I see easily 4 something.
And the reason why I'm saying that is Daren just took pictures of a lot of DVDs and CDs, and they don't reap a lot. They're always about $6 and under, and a lot of comics. Right. So,
well, you're looking
at a lot of low dollar stuff.
Like you said, $3.98 to the low end on average. Maybe high end, maybe 10 something if you're lucky, and that's extremely lucky on a lot of those CDs.
Right, and that's the only thing that may factor in. But of course, I love the consistency, and I love the fact that things are just keep rolling along, and we're selling items, you know, through and through, making spaces, and I love that. We're moving stuff, and we're able to replace that with new. So super thankful. So guys, we're gonna go in and get this done and packed. He's got to go eat some more, eat some dinner.
Yeah, and then I gotta sweep some stairs.
And we got to get Buffy a bath and get her all ready for the AM as well. But until then, guys, until next time, stay safe, have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.